Hey guys, what is going on? It's Anthony here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ernie Ball Music Man JP15 7-string. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. We're just gonna hop right into the review here in a second, but just wanna let you know that if you guys would like to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on what you would like to see next. Now we're gonna be reviewing this JP15. So I've noticed that I have not reviewed an Ernie Ball Music Man guitar, ironically enough, on this channel yet, which is quite unusual regarding myself because I'm such a massive John Petrucci fan. And I've contemplated for a long time if I could do an honest review of these guitars, not because I'm endorsed in any way, because I'm not, but also because I am a massive John Petrucci fan, and I want to keep my reviews as unbiased and as honest as much as possible, while still providing you information that helps you make an educated decision on whether this guitar would work for you or whether, any piece of gear that I review would work for you. So that all being said, I realized that I can actually do an honest review on these guitars, and I will give you guys the true pros and cons of this instrument like I do any other video, in that this video, despite me being a massive John Petrucci fan, is completely unbiased. So we're just gonna hop right in here. So on this guitar, we have two dimarzio Illuminator 7 humbucker pickups. We have a Music Man JP custom floating tremolo bridge with the piezo saddles. We also have a 20 dB boost, and we also have a coil tap on the tone pot here. We also have a piezo volume. We have a mono and stereo jack. We also got a three-way switch. We also have a roasted maple fretboard and a roasted maple neck, flame maple neck if I haven't said so already. We have a bolt-on neck. We have 24 stainless steel medium jumbo frets. And we also have a matching headstock with Shaler locking tuners. So what do I think of this guitar? Honestly, the guitar is absolutely amazing. And I'm being completely honest when I say that. This is my absolute pride and joy. This is my #1 instrument. It was my #1 gigging instrument whenever, I played out in bands, and it is still my #1 to this day. Ever since I got this in 2 years ago now? Yeah, I got this guitar about 2 years ago. I should actually tell you guys how I actually acquired it. So just to keep this brief, I actually bought this on Guitar Center used, and it turned out the previous owner just bought it kind of brand new, and it was slightly pre-owned. And so he just traded it in. And then this was according to the Guitar Center associate that we had talked to at the time. And I asked him all about it and everything, and excellent condition, nothing wrong with it. And then it turned out that one of the original saddles for the piezo had not been working, and they didn't disclose that. And literally, as a result of that, they compensated me a great amount of money on top of the already great price that they were already selling this for. And then just to fix the one piezo, it didn't really cost me much. And literally, it was like I almost got basically a brand new JP15 for almost less than half of what it cost brand new, which is crazy because this guitar retails for $4,000. So yeah, I was absolutely like a kid in a candy store as soon as this guitar arrived at my house. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. The playability is absolutely fantastic. It is like a fast racing car. The neck is super fast and slim. The frets feel amazing and they glide under your fingertips. Bending, doing fast alternate picking runs, sweeping, doing all sorts of technical stuff. The fret access, it's just amazing. Almost anything on this instrument is just effortless to do, even with the amount of versatility that you have with the amazing piezo and the coil splitting options, as well as even blending the piezo with the magnetic, which is super duper cool. Because I forgot to mention that we also have a toggle switch up here that lets you to go fully magnetic, middle for piezo and piezo and magnetic, and fully piezo, which is super duper cool on these Music Man guitars. John Petrucci spec'd these out just amazingly. Let's also not forget that the tuning stability on this instrument is incredible. Anytime I riff on this thing, use the whammy bar with the Music Man floating bridge, whether I'm doing squeals, dive bombs, flutters, like John does, it performs just so well to the point where I don't even want to put this thing down. It's my pride and joy for a reason, and I can't wait to plug this thing in for you guys to show you more of how this guitar actually truly sounds. So I'm actually gonna go plug this thing in. I'll put my amp up here on the screen as to which amp I decide to use when I go to record these demo clips here for you guys. But until then, I'm gonna go do that, and then we will talk about the pros and cons, and then I'll give you guys my overall final thoughts at the end. So now that you heard this guitar, we're gonna now talk about the pros and cons. The first pro that we have to talk about is the amazing dimarzio illuminator pickups that come stock on this instrument. These pickups are absolutely amazing. Now, pickups are preference, and I know not everybody likes the dimarzio illuminators or even, certain pickups that John likes to use, and that's completely valid. But honestly, truthfully speaking, although these pickups are very bright, and they are very hot and high in output, and probably the hottest pickups in his entire signature catalog with dimarzio, these illuminators are not a one-trick pony. They can do cleans very well. They split really well when you coil tap it. I mean, they blend very well with the piezo. I absolutely love these pickups. That I would say they're probably in my top 5 or top 3 favorite pickups from dimarzio. Absolutely brilliant. The other pro that we also have to talk about is the bridge. This bridge is absolutely stable, that I absolutely prefer it over a Floyd Rose. Out of all the Floyd Roses I've tried, even the originals, I love the tuning stability and the functionality of this. And the best part about it is it's not a double locking tremolo, so stringing this thing is not a pain in the butt. Setting it up is a lot easier, there's a lot less hassle, and the tuning stability is honestly equally good, if not better. I've barely had any issues after a great setup when it came to, restringing, setting it up, breaking the strings in, and getting this thing rock solid. I mean, the tuning stability on this thing is as stable as you can get for, one of the most expensive guitars on the freaking planet. It's just that freaking amazing. I love this drum. The other pro too is you also have the amazing piezo, and not just the piezo, which sounds beautiful and gorgeous, but you could blend the piezo with the magnetic, and you can blend the piezo with the coil tap. which is really cool. John just gives you such endless tonal variety with such a simple guitar overall. And it may look complicated, but that's the other thing. This is actually a very simple guitar to use. It has a lot of buttons, but it really doesn't have too much. It's just enough to where you have plenty to work with to where you're never going to get sick of the guitar, which is amazing. We should also talk about that the higher upper fret access is amazing. Being able to shred or play leads or melodies up on the neck to the 24th fret is honestly super smooth and easy. Nothing is in your way, and John designed this with precision to where nothing is holding you back, and that's amazing. The neck is also very slim, and it's very comfortable and smooth. This one's got a slight roundness, but it's still very flat, like a paper thin neck overall, and I absolutely love it. I mean, the roasted flame maple neck with the fingerboard, the inlays, the stainless steel frets, the Shaler locking tuners with the matching headstock. This instrument is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love the playability of this, and I don't think anyone that picks one up would be disappointed. I mean, these are some of the best guitars on the market, and you know, you may be paying a lot of money for this, but I will just tell you right now that these are worth it. So now that you've heard the pros about this instrument, what are the cons? Well, the first con that we have to get out of the way, and this is obvious, is the price. This instrument is $4,000. That is obviously not a very affordable instrument, and it's not a cheap instrument by any stretch of means. It's a very expensive instrument. We can all agree on that. But the question is this instrument worth it? Like I said in the pros, absolutely yes, an astonishing yes. For this instrument, for how much it costs, you are paying for the precision, the amazing build quality and specs, as well as the versatility and the amazing tuning stability and craftsmanship that goes into building these. Now, is it possible that there is a markup on these guitars specifically because of the name that's attached to it? It's very well possible. But let me just tell you this right now. This is not the type of signature guitar where you're just paying for the name and that's it. The quality speaks for itself. The playability, the sound, the tuning stability, everything. These are some of the best handcrafted, made in the USA, world-class instruments that you can get your hands on. They're just absolutely impeccable in just about any way possible. But the second con I do have to talk about too is the fact that now some people that, you know, get these, let's say like you're somebody, I'm just, you know, talking from the perspective of someone else here, but let's say you prefer a fixed bridge. This tremolo is not a fixed bridge. Now, it doesn't take away from the fact that it is very easy to set up and restring and use. It's not like a Floyd Rose where you have to, you know, it's like a double locking tremolo, but it is still a floating bridge. So if you do break a string on this guitar, all the others will go out of tune. Like I said, it doesn't take away from the instrument, but I do have to be transparent and honest with you guys that if you are a fixed bridge type of player, you may have to block the tremolo. Again, no big deal. Just want to, you know, inform you guys on that. But other than that, I mean, the guitar plays really, really good. I mean, everything else is about near flawless as it gets for an expensive guitar like this. And the third con I actually do have to mention, and this is for the most part very minor, but at the same time, it could still be a pain in the butt because, you know, these guitars are wired with so much stuff from the piezo and the, you know, other toggle switch up here, in the coil tap and the mono and stereo. Everything is wired to a circuit board underneath this. So if you do, for whatever reason, let's say the circuit board goes bad, a new circuit board for these is $250. Now, I do think the quality of the circuit board and everything functions really well and it is reliable, but you never know. Electronics do go bad from time to time with age, but just be wary if you are going to buy one of these, make sure that you are prepared that you not only are able to, you know, replace the circuit board when that time comes, but also that you know somebody that you can hire that can put it in for you. So that's only one gripe that I do have with this guitar, but other than that, I do think that the everything else kind of cancels that con out. I mean, to me, it's no big deal, especially because I am a massive John Petrucci fan. So it's like, if that's really the only major con, if you want to say, I can live with that. And the other thing too is, even though these guitars do come equipped with passive pickups, you do have to replace the battery in the back in order for this guitar to fully function, because everything runs on that circuit board, hence the battery function in the back. From the 20 dB boost to the coil tap and the piezo and volume and the mono stereo jacks and everything. So you basically have to treat this like an active pickup guitar, even though it is a passive pickup guitar. It is something that I wish they could do away with, but at the same time, with all the amazing features you get, it's rewarding, and I fall in love with this guitar every single time I pick it up. That, you know what, is it a pain that you have to deal with? A little bit, but it's not the end of the world. If you can deal with a guitar that has EMGs or active pickups, then I think you can deal with a guitar that has extra bells and whistles that you're going to utilize because of the amazing quality and the fact that you still get passive pickups along with it. So for the trade-off you're getting, I don't think it's bad at all. So now that you've heard the cons about this instrument, I'm going to answer a really important question that many will probably ask. Is this guitar the absolute holy grail of Ernie Ball Music Man, John Petrucci's signature guitars, at least of the JP models for that matter? Honestly, I would say absolutely yes. This guitar is the best JP model that I have in my entire arsenal. It definitely beats my JP13, it beats my JP7. It plays just impeccable. The sound quality is there, the resonance, the build quality, if I haven't mentioned so, the versatility like all my others. I mean, it just has such a nice, natural sound to everything, with how the notes resonate on the, fretboard, to how they come out of the amp. It just responds so well to my playing, and it's super inspiring to play. Not to mention, I love the satin finish of the Sahara quilt maple burst on it, along with the roasted maple fretboard and the flame maple neck on the back. Just an absolute gorgeous instrument. And honestly, for what this guitar is, and even the price I paid for it, even though this is a $4,000 guitar, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, if you can find one of these used for under $3,000, I think you hit the jackpot, and I think you're gonna have one of the absolute best guitars that you ever play. That being said, I'm giving this guitar a 10 out of 10 guitar picks. It's as perfect as a guitar can truly get that's made in the USA. Do not be fooled. These guitars are not just priced high because of the name that's attached to them. They're priced high because of the quality that goes into them. Ernie Ball Music Man is, in my opinion, one of the absolute best guitar companies, if not my favorite. They know how to build a guitar, they know how to make it sound great, and they know how to do everything from the wiring to the build, the craftsmanship. I mean, everything. Even their fretwork is actually really, really good on it. Like the JP15, honestly, out of all my Music Mans, probably has the absolute best fretwork out of all my guitars. Like, this thing plays so well that I could go on for days. I mean, whether you're a John Petrucci fan or you're not, if you're trying to play modern metal or really any genre really, I think the JP15 will absolutely impress you, especially even if you're a John Petrucci fan too. So I say, whatever you do, if you ever come across one of these, be sure to check it out. If you have played one of these, let me know down below in the comments what you think of the Ernie Ball Music Man JP15. I also want to give you guys a friendly reminder that November 4th, my giveaway closes. So if you have not entered the giveaway, be sure to click the link up here to view that video so you can enter for a chance to win a $100 gift card to Sweetwater. So if you have not yet entered, now's your chance to do so. But now, all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your amazing support as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.